He never saw it coming because it came from someone he knew. The state says a Kokomo veteran was scammed out of more than $100,000.
And now the Attorney General's office is fighting to get that money back and put a stop to the scheme.
Call 6 Investigates' Kara Kenny joins us now with why the AG's office says this type of scam can happen to anyone.
That's right. When you hear the word scam, you often think about someone in a foreign country far away. But the AG's office says the case of Jim Carter, a Kokomo veteran, shows scam artists can also be people you know and trust. Jim Carter was a disabled Air Force veteran living in Kokomo. According to a lawsuit filed by the Attorney General's office, Carter was approached by a former coworker, Patsy Leali, saying her son Mario needed help with his student loans while attending Ivy Tech. The lawsuit alleges the Lealis used fake emails claiming to be from banks and the U.S. Department of Education. The Lealis took more than $134,000 from Carter, according to the state, even though Mario wasn't enrolled at Ivy Tech at the time.
It's a large amount of money for one specific person. We often have cases where a person has lost, a few $100s, which is a lot of money to that person, and it's happened to multiple people. But this is the most recent instance, I think, in the last couple of years that we have filed something where it's one specific person who's lost a significant amount of money.
Carter's son Adam says the scheme broke his father financially and health-wise. Jim Carter died at the age of 68 on September 30th, 2015.
I honestly believe my father would be alive today if this hadn't happened. His house was in foreclosure. His most prized possessions were in the pawn shop. I found tickets for those. I think this just destroyed him.
The Attorney General's office alleges the Lealis violated the Senior Consumer Protection Act and spent Carter's money on themselves. They're asking a judge to stop the Lealis from obtaining any assets or property from anyone 60 years of age and older. And they're also seeking restitution for Carter's estate, totaling $400,000.
Is this something that can happen to anybody?
Yes, anyone can be defrauded out of money by someone that they know. People in Indiana and people in the Midwest and people throughout the United States are more willing to trust people that they know. So they're more willing to say, oh, you need some money for something? Sure, I'm happy to help you out.
The AG's office recommends not loaning anyone money unless you can afford it. And if you do, make sure you document the terms of the loan. Jim Carter's family misses him very much and hopes his story will inspire others to be careful who you trust. The Lealis have not been criminally charged in this case, and we have not heard back from them for comment. Mario's mugshot that you just saw in the story was from unrelated criminal charges in a separate criminal case. We reached out to the Howard County Prosecutor's Office, and they are now aware of the Attorney General's lawsuit against the Lealis. Mark and Amanda.